Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling a topic that affects every single one of us. Whether you're a homeowner, a first-time buyer, a property investor, a landlord, or just someone looking to lower those pesky living costs, we're going to break down exactly how optimizing your home's energy usage is honestly the ultimate key to unlocking massive financial savings. Okay, so did you know your home could actually be costing you thousands of pounds more than necessary every single year? It's true. With rising energy prices, having an inefficient living space means you are literally throwing money right out the window. But what exactly do we mean by an energy-efficient home? Well, simply put, it's a home that's designed to use significantly less energy, all while maintaining or frankly even improving your daily comfort. And get this, according to the Federation of Master Builders, homes in the UK account for a shocking 35% of all energy consumption, and they emit 20% of the total carbon dioxide emissions. That's huge. So making household energy reduction a priority isn't just about keeping more money in your pocket, though that's a big part of it. It's also absolutely crucial for protecting our environment on a macro scale. Here is our agenda for today. 1. The Fabric First approach. 2. Smart tech and appliances. 3. Solar power and renewables. 4. Boosting your property value. And 5. Health and added benefits. Let's jump straight into section 1, the Fabric First approach. So before you go out and buy any flashy, expensive green gadgets, you really have to look at the physical structure of your home first. A perfect example of this is the Passive House Standard. This design principle originated in Germany, and it focuses entirely on getting the building's fabric right. By ensuring extreme airtightness and super insulation, you basically minimize your reliance on energy by sealing up all those sneaky little energy holes in your home. No drafts, no wasted heat, just a perfectly sealed envelope. Now, you might be wondering, how do we actually get there? Well, the Federation of Master Builders recommends a really specific step-by-step order for retrofitting your home. Step 1 is behavioral changes, like just being mindful of how you use your heating. Step 2, inexpensive measures, like upgrading to A-rated appliances or new light bulbs. Step 3 focuses on the property fabric, which means things like insulation and draft proofing. And finally, step 4 is adding renewables. Doing things in this exact order ensures your path to lower bills is as cost-effective as possible. To put this into perspective, think about the heat loss in a typical uninsulated home. It's honestly pretty shocking. Nearly a third of your expensive heat escapes directly through those uninsulated walls, and a full quarter goes right out through the roof. That is why insulation is your absolute first major line of defense when it comes to slashing those monthly bills. There's also this really fascinating element of getting the fabric right called thermal mass. Basically, this is a building's capacity to store and regulate heat internally. So homes that are built with dense materials, things like brick, concrete, or stone, they have a really high thermal mass. They heat up slowly, and then they distribute that heat gradually. It acts almost like a thermal battery, keeping you incredibly comfortable with a super steady internal temperature, which of course saves you a ton of money on continuous heating. Moving right along to section 2, smart tech and appliances. So stepping up from the physical fabric to the interactive layer of modern tech, let's just compare traditional lighting to LED lights. It's a total no-brainer. LEDs last many, many years longer, they contain no mercury, and they drastically reduce your home's energy use. Upgrading your lighting, maybe utilizing a smart thermostat to monitor your usage, and switching to modern A-rated appliances are all super simple, inexpensive tech measures that yield huge monthly savings over time. Okay, but if your home is now highly airtight and insulated, you absolutely have to manage your airflow. Think about the difference between basic natural ventilation and something called a mechanical ventilation with heat recovery system, or MVHR for short. MVHR systems are absolutely brilliant. They continuously extract warm, stale air from wet rooms like your kitchen or bathroom, but before they toss that air outside, they reuse up to 95% of that heat to warm up the fresh, filtered air that's coming in. It is the ultimate efficiency hack. All right, let's dive into section 3, solar power and renewables. Once your home's fabric is tight and your tech is efficient, adding renewable energy is really the absolute peak of the savings pyramid. Take solar photovoltaic panels, for instance. They protect you from those unpredictable utility costs by generating free electricity. And here's the best part, especially if you live somewhere cloudy, the cells don't even require direct sunlight to work. You're literally generating energy on a gray day, drastically reducing your reliance on traditional energy companies. Now, what happens if your newly super efficient home actually generates more energy than you use? Well, enter the Smart Export Guarantee. This is an amazing scheme that financially rewards you for selling your surplus renewable electricity right back to the grid. So you can literally turn your house into an income stream. How cool is that? And when it comes to heating, heat pumps are incredible pieces of kit. They just extract natural heat that's already contained in the earth or the air. Air source heat pumps are generally a bit cheaper and easier to install. Ground source heat pumps, on the other hand, do require more garden space to lay the pipes, but they operate with almost zero maintenance for up to 25 years. Either way, both options efficiently warm your home without relying on expensive fossil fuels. Of course, to really maximize these renewables, energy storage is key. You know, the sun does go down eventually. That's where heat batteries like SunAmp come in. They store your renewable energy right when it's generated and then release it exactly when you need it. This totally solves the unpredictability of renewable energy and can actually improve your domestic system's efficiency by up to 50%. Which brings us to Section 4, boosting your property value. Listen, energy efficiency is not just about saving a few bucks on your monthly bills. It is about actively building serious long-term wealth. Think about this incredible number, 1.25%. Energy-efficient homes with high energy performance certificates, or EPCs, attract massive buyer demand and command way higher resale values, but they also unlock financial leverage right now. Lenders like the Ecology Building Society offer eco-mortgages with discounts of up to 1.25% off their standard variable rate for highly efficient homes, like a certified passive house. Simply put, the higher your EPC rating, the bigger the discount you can get. Finally, let's look at Section 5, health and added benefits. Because, living in an energy-efficient home is honestly about so much more than just the money. A warm, well-ventilated, airtight home completely transforms your day-to-day living environment. You get steady year-round comfort, no more freezing winters and boiling summers. You completely remove condensation and dampness, which drastically reduces your property maintenance costs over time. And thanks to systems like MVHR providing that fresh, filtered air, you even see a reduction in respiratory issues, which is a total game changer for anyone dealing with allergies or asthma. Plus, you are drastically lowering your personal carbon footprint. It's a win-win all around. So, what you should really take away from all this is quite simple. Energy efficiency is a long-term investment, not just a sunk expense. Whether you're going all in on a full retrofit, maybe just upgrading your boiler, or simply rolling out some fresh loft insulation, those initial costs practically pay for themselves over time through vastly reduced electricity and heating bills. Which brings us to this thought. If your home isn't energy efficient yet, start with one improvement today. Your future self and your bank account will thank you. Seriously, don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. Just take that crucial first step on the retrofit roadmap. Switch out those old light bulbs, double-check your insulation, or maybe look into picking up a smart thermostat. I want to leave you with a final, slightly provocative question to ponder today. Is your current home working for you or against you? Take a look around your living space right now and start thinking about how you can turn your home from an energy drain into your absolute greatest financial asset. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy optimizing!